my guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mr. Victor, and if you're new to this channel, karibu sana. And if you have not subscribed, kindly take just a moment and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell that any moment I post a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my my premier gang, guys, welcome to this channel. Now today I have a story that I want to give you. This is a story of my life, how God has elevated me from nothing to at least somewhere. Okay, I can say to at least somewhere. If you look at my photos when I came to Nairobi, gosh, let me tell you, it was, oh, I cannot say I was pathetic, but my face was not that right at all. I didn't have that face to admire. Oh God, I tell you, God removes people from far. God removes people from far. Now, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this story as I share with you. Maybe it might become a life-changing story to somebody. Okay. Now, as I told you before, my name is Mr. Victor, and I can say I love the Lord. I'm born again. I love the Lord, and this is my story. Now, in the year 2002, I was in class 8. Okay, in the year 2002, I was in class 8. I was doing my class 8. Now, in the year 2003, I was joining Form 1. So, when I was joining Form 1, both my parents passed away, all of them. They passed away the same year. My father died on a road accident. Then my mother followed again with a severe disease that we didn't know. We went to the hospital, but we didn't. She didn't get the proper treatment, and she passed on. So we were left. I come from a family of 8 siblings. I'm the firstborn. And all I can say is that I've seen the hand of the Lord upon our family and upon my siblings, because it has not been easy for us. But to this level, I want to thank God, because God has protected all of them. We are both alive. We are both okay. God has sustained us. Some of them are married. Some of them are still single. But God is going to open doors for them. Now, when my parents died back, that is 20 something years, I think 23 years back. So when they died, I was not brought up with some parental guidance or what. I just brought up myself. I really tried to raise myself up. I really tried to bring myself up. Things were not working well. Things were so hard on my side. I remember when I was at home, people rejected me. Nobody accepted me even in their homes. When they see me, they run away. Okay, they ran away. They closed their doors. They didn't want to hear my story. They didn't want to see my face, because they thought that I was not a good boy. I was not a good boy, because they were against my parents. Even when my parents were alive, they were against them. So when my parents died, it was their chance for them to treat me badly, to treat me harshly. I was brought in a very harsh environment. Then I just after the burial, I found myself at my grandmother's place. So I stayed there. My friend, life was unbearable there for like 2 years. Like 2 years, my friends, like 2 years I was there. Life was hard. Oh, hakuna hata siku, yani even eating a fish, eating fish was like a miracle. That is like manna falling from heaven. Imagine, for 2 years I stayed at that home. I ate greens, mboga, greens. From January to January, unakula mboga. When you change the diet, you eat this thing they call wheel or fulu. These are big omenas, okay? You eat that thing. And I karangwi. That thing, my friend, they don't use even tomatoes on it. They just put it on sufurias, then they karangar it like that. Then they bring it on the table. Then when they bring it, people massacre it like something else. So that was the only diet then that we had. Let me tell you, life was so hard, and I was telling God, that God, one day, I pray that you change my life, that you transform my life, you bring something good upon my life, that at least will people will see the hand of the Lord and they say, truly this is what the Lord has done. Look here, child of God. When I was staying at my grandma's place, they took me back. I was in Form 1, 2003. Yes, 2003 I was in Form 1. Now they took me back again to 2000 to class 7. Okay, so in school I was the biggest. I was the old man in school. I was the old man, and I was bigger than anyone. So in school I was very sharp, very sharp. I was very sharp in school, and at the end of the time that I was in my grandmother's place, that is for 2 years, they took me back to class 7. Then when I went to class 8, I passed with flying colors in a school called Kirongoi in Rift Valley. Okay, I passed with flying colors. Now, guys, when I finished school, I wanted to become a lawyer in life. I wanted to become a lawyer. So that was my admiration. That was my desire, because I love law things. I love law things. So when I went to my uncles there, I told them about how I've passed, what, nini. After telling them that story, they rose against me. They told me, my friend, you are big enough to go and start life. So they chased me away. Okay, they chased me away. I went to my grandma's place. I go, to our home. I went to my village. I don't have a job. I don't have anywhere to get money. I don't have anywhere to sleep. So I went back to my home. I went back to my village. So guys, when I went back to my village, I stayed in my mother's house, my father's house. I stayed in my parents' house. So my parents' house, in our village, we have something called gunda. Gunda is a homestead where you as a parent, if you have children, after you built your home, after you built your house, the next thing that you do is every son builds their houses. So my father was one of them. He built his house in his father's compound. So I went to that compound, and that home was bushy. It was very, very bushy. Nobody stayed there. The things that stayed in that bushy place was just we can say snakes and wild animals. Okay, snakes and wild animals. But I loved it. Why? Because I didn't have a place to go. I didn't have a home. So that was the only home that I had in mind, and that is where I went and stayed in. My friend, let me tell you one thing. I stayed in that home for 2 good years. I stayed in that home for 2 years. And for the 2 years that I stayed in that home, things were hard on me. Things were very harsh. Eating was a problem. Clothes was a problem. Even shoes was a problem. Things were going haywire. Nothing was working on my side. And I didn't lose hope. I knew that at the end of the day, things would work well for my life. Things would work well for me. So I remember there is a lady called Mary. It's called Mary who? It's called Mary, but I know the first name is called Mary. She's a Kamba lady. So she was working at an agrovet in a place called Ugunja. So she called me one day. I was passing, because there were no phones those days. There were no phones. So she called me and she told me, Victor, I was praying, then God told me something about you. So I don't know if you can hear it. And I said, okay, just share with me. Then she told me that God told me that I would be giving you 50 bob every Wednesday. So make sure that every Wednesday you pass by and I give you 50 shillings. Usiponipata, if you don't get me here, just come, just ask for 50 bob. They will be giving you. So I made it a routine for 1 year. Okay, for 1 year I was going there. I was going every Wednesday and pay and collect 50 shillings. That was my salary, and that was everything that I had. So I really tried to survive with that money for 2 years. I really tried to survive with that money for 2 years, guys. Why? Maisha ni ngumu, maisha ilikuwa ngumu. Those days, the very best thing is that maize flour gorogoro moja in those days was 20 bob. Was it? Yeah. No, 15 shillings. So 15 shillings plus kusiaga kwa posho meal was 20 shillings. 15 plus 15 plus 5, yeah, it's 20 bob. So I would go to the portion mill, then nirudi na hiyo unga home. So that is that. Then I buy omena blue band moja was, I think those years 10 bob. Yes, it was 10 bob. Na sinunui nyanya because nikipika na nyanya inaharibika within 3 days. So nilikuwa napika hiyo omena, cooking the omena. When I cook it on let's say on Wednesday, that Wednesday night, I cook the omena on Wednesday night. Then that omena will survive me for 1 week mpaka the following Wednesday ndio nipate that 50 bob. So what I learned from my shosho's place, from my grandmother's place, was jinsi ya kupika zile fulu, way how to karanga them. You just take that omena, you don't wash, okay? You put it in a sufuria, alafu unaikausha na moto. You just karanga it with heat, with fire, just like that. Then when it turns brown, you put water and salt. No vitungu, because vitungu zinafanya food na nyanya zinafanya food zinaoza haraka. So I stayed home for that period of time. Then breakfast, change yenye ilikuwa inabaki, nilikuwa nanunua sukari quarter. Those days sukari quarter was, I think, 13-14 bob. Sukari quarter was 13-14 shillings. So when you buy that, at least ingenisukuma kwa muda. So kwa you 1 week. So I continued like that. Then I remember there was a sister of mine, a cousin of mine at home, who came and saw me struggling at home and told me to go and stay in her home to be like a shamba boy, okay? To be like a shamba boy. So I decided to go and do that work. So at least I said, at least sasa nitapata mattress ya kulala na kupata place ya kukaa. I didn't know. Oh yeah, I went to that home. That lady left me there. Nilikuwa na survive kijeshi. No food, no what. They gave me a homestay to stay, but there is nothing. There is no food. There is nothing. My friend, I was surviving. These were very hard. I stayed there for, I think, was it 3 months? I think 3 to 4 months. Then I had a bicycle that my father left for me. That was the only inheritance that my father left. My father left for me a very black mamba bicycle, very wonderful black mamba bicycle. So this night I remember it was at night. So before I slept, I had people walking in that homestead. Now with my strength now, and I was too small like this, I was very small, with bad face, too much of pimples. I had too much pimples on my face. So I decided, now I'm a strong man. I want to go face those people that are walking in that home. I want to show them, even me, I carry power. I can destroy human beings. Hey, my friend, the time I went out, I met 7 big boys with big chests. They came to steal in that home. They followed me inside my small house that I was staying in. They followed me and they said, then I locked the door. I remember I locked the door. It was a thatched house in nyumba za nyasi. So while I was inside, I heard one boy say, oh yeah, open here ama tukuchome nje, tuichome, uungue ukiwa ndani. My friend, I heard kuchomewa nyumba. I opened the door. Unajua kama ingekuwa ya mabati, when somebody tells you ndachoma, uko na confidence, you have that confidence. No one can choma nyumba yenye iko na mabati. So my friend, ni anyasi, mtu anakisha tu kibiriti pa ama arushe tu kiletwaje sigara, you are dead. Na wakulokia na nje, na hiyo nyumba ina dirisha ya kutoka. So when they said, oh yeah, open all, we light the house. So my friend, I went and opened the door. My friend, walinipea slap moja, nikaenda chini. They gave me a hot slap, and I went down. They say like those days that we were doing, they call it what? They call it composition. And you say that my nose was oozing blood like what? My nose was oozing blood. That is the best English that we were using in primary school those days. So the guy slapped me, and I said, "Hey, what did you do? What did you do?" My friend, I was feeling like there is fire. They smashed my face with a slap, very big slap. My friend, I felt like dunia ipasuke niingie ndani nipote. So they said to me, "Oh yeah, go sleep on the bed." I slept on the bed. Then they said, "Ukijaribu kuinua kichwa tunakukata." Unaona this one? This is a panga. Oh yeah, I just slept. They removed my bicycle from this small house. That is the transportation that they used to carry what they stole from that woman's house. They steal very many things in the house. Then they left with that thing. But I thank God that those days, even if I was praying, God was hearing me. So I told God, any person that stole anything that you gave me, my Father, scatter them. God, finish them one by one. Do you know what? After 1 week, after they stole my bicycle, after 1 week, I heard that two died in River Nzoia. There is one who went to anaenda kufunga ng'ombe. He went to tie a cow. So wakati anaenda kufunga ng'ombe, ikawa kwamba the cow, ile kamba ya ng'ombe kafunga miguu ikaanza kumvuruta. So ikamvuruta kateleza akaingia ndani ya maji, and that is how he died. Very mysterious death. Another one also was cutting a log at the river bank or at that river bank. Then he also fell in the river and he died. Another one akapata road accident. So they died mysteriously because of that. And guys, I ran from that home because I feared for my life. Now I came from riding motorcycle back to walking on foot. So that life was not good. Though. That life was not good. So I said to myself that God, no matter what I go through, or no matter the experience that I'm passing through in life, God never leave my life alone. God always come to my rescue and change my life. Always come to my rescue and change my life. I want my life to be better. I want my life to be better life. I want to live a better life, not a bad life. So I went back to my father's house. I stayed there. My friends, who life was hard in that house. So the best thing is my father forced me to go learn piano, how to play piano. So when my father forced me to go learn how to play piano, I just I loved it, and I said, okay, let me do it, because my father forced me, but I didn't know it was the thing that would come and help me in life nowadays. That is the thing that is helping me in life. So I decided to pray, oh God, open a door for me. Now, it happened that people were dying in the village. So when they have this called a Rita or Kesha, this matanga, so they were calling me to go play piano. So when I go play piano, they give me 300 shillings per night. When I go to that Kesha, they give me 300. So I was praying for more people to die, continue dying, so that I could go and play piano in their burials. Okay, I was praying, God, this weekend kill someone so that I go. Na kwetu mtu wa church, akwe mtu wa kanisa, ndo niende ni pate pesa. So I was struggling like that. Life was very, very, very hard. But I kept on moving. I kept on pushing. Then our siblings, when you walikuwa naishi kwa shosho, my brother followed me. He said, oh, where my brother is, that is where I'm going. He followed me. Now the trouble came again. And I asked myself now, God, what is it? I don't have a job. I don't have money. Now my brother pay and we am enjoying. So what would I do? What will I do? God help me now. So God opened a door for me to come to Nairobi. It was very strange for me to come to Nairobi. But before that, when I was staying in my father's house, or in my parents' house, this is something that happens to me that was very strange. I remember this night, there was one night that I was sleeping. So when I was sleeping, because kwa nyumba ya mama yetu, in our tradition, you don't sleep so long as you have known mambo na madeni, you don't sleep in your mother's bedroom. You don't sleep in. So I was sleeping in the sitting room. Okay, I was sleeping in the sitting room. I remember this day when I was sleeping, I had my sufurias in the kitchen. Pam, 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 zikigonga, zikigonga. I thought, what was going on? Kumbe, there is this leopard that came to visit me in the house in the night. Then this leopard decided to eat my omena. You know, leopard ziko kubwa kiasi, ziko somehow kubwa kidogo, zimeshinda paka, ni kubwa. So it came and ate my omena. So ilibidi nianze kukula mahanya. Mahanya ni mahindi boiled. You boiled maize. After boiling them, zinatengeneza kama githeri lakini haina maragwe. Inaitwa mahanya in Luya language, inaitwa mahanya. So that is what I survived with. Mpaka ile Wednesday nyingine ndio nichukue 50 bob. So another day I was sleeping. Things were happening. Vitu zilikuwa zinahappen kwa that home. Very, very, very strange things that I didn't imagine or I didn't believe. The next thing that happened to me was while I was sleeping, I had something cold on my feet, climbing small. Kumbe ni nyoka. Nikakaa kama nimekufa kabisa ile street, unakaa umetulia. Kabisa tuli kama maji. You don't move your body. Kakuji kapita hapa ikaenda, my friend. Unasikia tu ukilamba hivi unasema tu usinigonge, ukinigonga I'm dead. So that snake went. Another time I remember I came home. Nyumba yangu ikajaa bats. Bats ni nini? Popo. Nyumba yangu ikajaa popo. Bats. Noise wa na zinanuka vibaya sana, those things. Bats ikifanya hizo flaps zake hivi. They smell very bad. So they visited me in my house. Those things. They visited me in my house. So that was part of my life at home. It was terrible. It was something that somebody could not imagine that I came out of it. Okay? I had a life that nobody would admire. I had a life that nobody would see that there is something that can come out of this boy. There is something that can come out of him. In fact, many people despised me at home. They saw me like somebody who had no future. In fact, even others called me a witch. Mimi ni mchawi, I'm a night runner. Wengine even they exaggerated that they caught me running nikigonga nyumba za watu. Something that even I don't know how hizo kazi zinafanya. I don't know. So they called me those names. Okay? They called me, but I just kept on moving. I just kept on moving and said that one day God will turn around everything. I just said God will turn around my life one day. So guys, that was part of my life history at home. That was part of my life history at home. So I think in the next video, I'll give you another one. In the next video, guys, watch this. Comment in the comment section. If tell me if you want the next video, I'll come with it and I will give you. Guys, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you share this channel with your friends. Make sure that this channel grow. We grow together with you. I'm at I think 120 something. Subscribe. Is it 100? Yes, I think something. No, 300 and something subscribers. So guys, I beg. Kindly make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you push me to the next level, that I reach that goal. But if you want the next story, kindly comment below and tell me, continue with this story, and I will give you Nikona story mob like this. I have a lot of stories that I can tell small children and grandchildren. So guys, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, that any moment I post a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. You will be my guest. Okay? And I think on my next video I'll be giving out gifts. So make sure that you join me in the next video. I'll be giving gifts on that, and I will be calling your name. If you've commented on the comment section, I'll be calling your name. It's called shout out. I'll be giving shout outs to many people. So make sure that you comment and like this video, and God will bless you. If I come back and you see my face, make sure that you just say hi, and God will bless you. So guys, I love you. Stay blessed, and God bless you. Love you.